Hello guys, and welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm so excited you're here. Welcome back if you've been to my channel. I'm so excited you are here. Welcome to another day of my life. My journey so far through my life. If you have watched previous videos, you know that we moved from Portland, Oregon back to Katy, Texas. So yeah, I'm here to just kind of catch up and tell you how my life has been since I've moved. Yeah, so let's get into it. So in my last video, I kind of touched base about my identity sort of changing and shifting and dying off. We go through these stages so much in our life, from when we are kind of in like our late teen years up to our 40s and well into the rest of our life, where we come head to head with our life and how we've progressed thus far, what we've done with our life, what we need to shift, what we need to change, really reflecting on thought forms, belief systems, how we've been walking through life and asking, is this what I really want to do? Is this who I want to be? So in my last video, I kind of told you a lot of things that were dying in my life, structures that I've had spiritually, physically, that have been shifting quite a bit. So I just kind of want to touch base with you guys. I've been going through a lot of integration of my new self, my new identity of who I am and what I represent, and even more so like how I want to represent on this channel and how I want to progress forward. A lot of new creative shifts have been happening in me, things that I want to pursue again that I pursued years ago, and they're reigniting, and ways I've showed up in spirituality that are changing, and just everything that's been shifting since my last video and since we moved back here in Katy, Texas. The room might look a little different. So yeah, so me and my sister moved end of August. It was super fast. The decision to move was super fast. But it was such a great opportunity for her to be in a state where her VA benefits, medically were just more conducive for her, more expansive. The medical industry here in Houston is amazing. So just being here is it's good for her. My family is really close by. I'm sure through past videos I've talked about not having the best relationship with my family, especially, going no contact for a little bit over a year. So it was interesting to reconnect, to talk to my family again. So I don't want to get into it in this video, but I will definitely talk about that. This video is more to just like touch base. We had an incredible road trip. We drove through 7 different states. It was good. It was energizing. We had great weather on the way here. So it was really nice to do it for the second time, because I did it last September with her. But we're getting acclimated to a new grid, a new, energetic space. Texas is it's a different place. The weather is a little bit different here. It's very hot, very humid. It's good that we're here in September. The weather's gonna shift really soon into fall and winter, and those are like the best times to be here. The weather is so nice around fall, and it's like my birthday is coming up and holidays, and so I just really want the rest of this year to be really expansive and new. And for such a long time, I'm just really navigating this space of putting myself first and navigating my own creative ventures, taking action. One of the biggest things that has really turned me off in this spiritual community and really shifted the way I feel about my own spirituality, my own expansion, is I really let go of tarot. I let go of like getting read by people, mediums, just that whole side of it is beautiful, and it served me so beautifully on my journey, and it gave me so much clarity. But it also seeded a bit of resentment in my journey, because I felt like, well, they said I was going to meet the love of my life, and they said, if I moved to France, my life was going to expand, and sometimes things don't happen. because they're reading the energy of what is, but it can shift in every single moment with every decision that we make in life. So when you dip into things like tarot and mediumship and mentorship and all these things, it's beautiful. I hope I am that for you in one way or another, but I'm not here to tell you how to live your life and this is how it's going to look for you and all that stuff. I'm here to just really show you how it's worked for me, how I keep myself open and expansive and keep myself in just always in a state of awareness and inquiry. Like, this is about really seeding into yourself and understanding how you want to show up, what's working, what's not working, and really just to say, like, this is about you. This is about you walking your path in your empowerment, not someone telling you this is what's going to happen and you're going to find the love of your life and all this stuff's going to happen. And that is going to happen and it will happen. But you have to understand that that takes action. It takes healing. It takes really being your authentic self first, loving yourself deeply first for those things to come and show up in your life, right? So this is kind of like where I'm at, you know, like especially spiritually, especially in my life, switching grids, being here in Texas again. I've had to move through states of what if I failed, this and that. And it's like, life is not failure. These are steps. These are expansive steps and directions in your life that you take. And sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. I really thought Maui was the end for me. You know, I'm a water sign, I'm a Scorpio. So I love water. I love the heat. I love the sun. I was like, wow, I really want to live in Maui. I want to live in a place of beautiful community and just being a part of something. But I slowly began to understand that that was not the place for me, that being on an island wasn't for me. So I wanted to expand into another space that felt, I kind of felt my heart pulling to was France. And so I was in France for a while and deeply understood that that's not where a place I wanted to be. I don't see this as failures. I see this as me moving through life, living my life, okay? I've gained so many parts of myself through these journeys, through these moves, through just like moving grids and moving with life and what I felt was right for me. I've met so many incredible people. I've learned so much throughout my life. But being 41 and being back in Texas, I can tell you there's this side to me that really wants to sit still for a while, to get grounded. Where do I see myself? How do I want to show up now? What do I want to create? So this is kind of where like my channel is going to change a little bit. I'm going to show you sides of me that I'm wanting to explore again, which is photography. It's a huge hobby of mine for years. I photograph projects. I just photograph for fun. It's just something I really love to do, and I want to take you guys on maybe some of my photo trips and starting to curate vintage again. I was a vintage reseller for so many years, and I went to school for fashion, merchandising, and product development. So I have this deep knowledge of fashion and design and marketing, and I want to get back into that. But my first love was vintage. I did that for so many years in LA. I worked at The Way We Wore. I worked at What Goes Around Comes Around with Seth and Gerard, and that was beautiful and such an incredible experience as well. So I kind of just want to share what my life is, not so much about spirituality and growing, which is, yes, that's going to be part of my journey because that's part of everyone's journey, coming back to home, coming back to yourself. But this is going to be more about like my life and things I love and just things that really light me up. And I really just want to show up for myself. I want to take action. This isn't about waiting for something to flow into your life. This is about, I want this, so let's move towards it, okay? So I kind of just wanted to hop on for a second. Thank you guys so much for showing up to my channel. If you're sticking around, thank you. I know this is like an ebb and flow of my energy and my moves, and when I show up on the channel and when I don't. But I promise you, I'm trying so hard to show up more frequently because I just have so much I want to like give and show, and I'm trying really hard to stick to that. So please bear with me with that. So thank you guys so much for showing up for me, for yourself every day. Your life is a beautiful reflection of where you are. So stay present with it. just stay with it. I love you guys so much. I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye.